All right, good morning, happy Thursday, COSA 50 online folks. Professor Almeida here, coming to you from the home office, and you can see the lights are back on for this week. Anyway, in this video, I want to talk to you all about week 4. It's already open and available to you in Canvas. And if you haven't had a chance to start on your Microsoft Word assignments, please make sure that you do so soon. You don't want to let the work pile up. Remember that this is a 4-unit course and we're covering this in 12 weeks. Now, the pace of the Microsoft Word module is the same as the 16 weeks, but remember, we don't meet face-to-face. There are no scheduled class meetings, so it is up to you to keep up with the class. And before I get into Canvas, I do want to mention that you need Microsoft 365 on your home system. Now, you can get Microsoft 365 for free as a student, and I just want to quickly show you what that looks like. So we'll get to Canvas in a moment here, but I want to bring up my Windows 11 virtual machine so you can see that I'm running Linux here and I have Windows 11 in a VM. Now, I trust that you have a Windows PC, and if you don't have a Windows PC, make sure that you arrange to find a Windows system or visit the COS Computer Labs on campus. But anyway, I wanted to show you this. Here I am logged into office.com, as you can see in the syllabus, right? Go to office.com, sign in with your LBCC student ID at lbcc.edu as if it were an email address, and then you would use your Viking portal password. I wanted to bring your attention over here to the right where it says install and more. You're going to choose install and more. Install Microsoft 365 apps. Now, in the syllabus, the instructions were a little bit different because at the time there was another option here called other install options. But you want to choose install Microsoft 365 apps, and then from there install Office, and then just follow the prompts. So that's how you can get Microsoft 365 on your home system. Now, over to Canvas here. So again, make sure that you knock out your first 2 chapters of Word. You do have the project walkthrough videos to watch so that you can see how the projects work and what you need to know for each individual project. In Chapter 1, you would have covered creating flyers. Chapter 2 focuses on research papers. And then we get to Chapter 3, which is on creating a newsletter. And you can see it's pretty much the same formula. You have your training sim in your project. And finally, you have your 3-word chapter exams. Now, I know that some of you have asked me if it's okay to take the exam right after your training sim. That's not an issue with me. One thing I do want to point out, though, is that sometimes with Sam, you may know your shortcuts, but Sam wants things done a certain way. And if you have any doubts, look at the observe and practice modes and then see what you do in apply mode in your training sim. Take notes of that because you're going to have to do the same thing when you take your exam. As before, don't click submit until you're actually done with your exams and training sims for that matter. If you need to take a break, you can just click on the X, the close window, and you'll be able to pick up where you left off. So again, back to Canvas here. You see that we have Chapter 3. If you want to look at the overview for Chapter 3, it's in week 3. So you can go back to the Word module overview page. You can see that right here once it loads. So again, make sure you watch the video on how the training sims work. And then here are the objectives, and there's Chapter 3. This is what you're going to learn as you are creating your newsletter. And that's pretty much it. The due date is Sunday, March 31st, going into the spring break. So again, make sure that you are keeping pace with the class. You're not leaving points on the table. That way, you're not having to turn in late work during your spring break. I'm going to be in the live chat until noon Pacific time today. And then if you need to see me in person tomorrow, M229 on campus from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. You can drop into the COS Computer Lab and see me if you need to talk to me or need assistance. Anyway, take care of yourselves out there. Have a good weekend, and I will see you around. And by the way, enjoy your spring break too.